most of the times. If you've heard the last topic that we were talking about, anger and stress, we're just dealing with another emotion which is created by stress. So we're going to go and explore a little bit more around that. And just bringing on the slides for you guys. You can see the slides, all of you? Yes, no?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Thank you, Supreme. Okay, so the topic today is learn to manage your fear effectively. And thank you everybody for being here. I am Dr. Anu Mehta and my TA Supreme will be carrying you through next 1 hour. We are together over here for a lifelong learning from each other, by each other, with each other. And I love it because when we are talking with each other, we are kind of getting into so many new places and so many new thoughts. I've also seen many of you getting empowered, and I was reading through the that some of you are even opening your businesses, which is fabulous. And with your empowerment, we feel empowered over here at Get Set Up. So the main thing is that how can we empower the older adults? And by you being here, you empower us. So thank you very much. And once again, heartfelt thank you from Anu Mehta, as well as I know that Supreme over here feels exactly in the same way, because he's also had a lot of learning during this process. So before we go anywhere and before I even broach the topic, I want you to look at this one statement. I will be speaking in 2 different languages, Hindi and English, because that brings the best effect. And I will repeat everything that I said in Hindi to English. So don't worry. When did you let fear rob you of an experience and an opportunity to learn? Just think about it. सोचिए क्या कभी ऐसे हुआ कि आपके डर ने आपको आगे बढ़ने से रोक दिया? I will repeat the question again. Has it ever happened that the fear robbed you of an experience, an opportunity to learn? कभी ऐसा हुआ क्या कि आपको लगा कि डर ने आपसे एक्सपीरियंस करने की भावना छीन ली है और आप आगे नहीं बढ़ पा रहे हैं, आप जहां हैं वहां अटक गए हैं? अगर ऐसा है, please put it down in the chat if you have ever felt like this. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead. So what's the objective of today's, main objective of today's talk? Is it to remove fear from our vocabulary or from ourselves? That's an impossible task. And I will tell you why it is in a little while. So the main idea today is to transform our personality and to remove the shoulds and the coulds in our vocabulary. Because it feels like I should lose weight. Oh my God, I went on with, I don't know for how long, I should lose weight. But when it came to going to the gym or eating a diet that was perfect for me, I didn't do anything. मुझे कई बार ऐसे लगा कि मुझे वेट लूज करना चाहिए, पर जब खाना खाने का वक्त आया या एक्सरसाइज करने का वक्त आया, I was completely lost. मैंने नहीं किया, मैंने procrastinate किया. I procrastinated because obviously in my mind I should lose weight, I should become rich, I should become Bill Gates, I should become Steve Jobs, I should become like Gandhi, I should become this and that. But I'm not doing it. I'm not doing anything about it. It's because something is stopping me from doing it. And that something could be your fear, which is not letting you move ahead. We learn how to overcome fear, basically how to look beyond these, this whole thing that we are looking at and we are not moving ahead. How can we move ahead? And how to live our life thoroughly after that and beautifully after that. So I don't like going through the slides, but before I had asked you a question. So guys, everybody, has fear ever robbed you of an opportunity? Has anybody put it down? Anything in the chat? Okay. Yes, me. Shiraz, could you put it down in the chat? None of you have got stifled because of the fear? All of you have gone ahead?
No, ma'am. Fear for me is a very prominent emotion. So like simple one thing I can tell you, almost 20 years back, I wanted to do a certain course for which I had to stay out many days, many hours out of the house. So like कम से कम 6-7 घंटे. So मेरा पूरा मन था to do that thing, but that fear was there of leaving my home because my children are very small, and even when they became bigger, means they could manage themselves. But that fear had engripped me so much that day in and day out I wanted to do that course, but I could not get myself to do it. And then after 20 years, I did it.
Thank you, Shiraz, for sharing that. There are
Yes.
things, if we identify all the things that you did not do, including tell someone,
Yes.
I love you, or I hate you, I don't want to be here. And we don't have to be so loud. My mentors taught me very well. You want to say something? Say it with love. Say it with firmness, but never be loud. What's the difference? What's the difference when you're loud? Anita, Shushma, Nilofar, Sneha, Manju, Bhavna, welcome.
You already lose when you're loud. You have lost because nobody gets the point. The anger takes over, and nobody gets the point. The same thing you say softly with the effect. It has a better effect, I think.
Absolutely, Rhoda, and the reason for that is what we're going to look at right now. So I just brilliantly put in, we do something. And what do? First of all, write down, all of you, we are born with 2 fears. Likho fatafat. We are born with 2 fears. One is fear of falling. Fear of falling. And the second fear we are born with is fear of loud noises. Loud sounds like this. Like if I take this box and there's a big thud, you might go. So we are born with the 2 fears, and these fears we are born with so that we can survive. And let me explain that to you. Survive means I should not die. I should live the situation 100%. That's how our brain thinks. I will die or I will live. It doesn't think beyond it. Will I be able to do it? Will I not be able to do it? It doesn't go beyond it. Our reptilian brain, which looks like this, like a stem, like this, like a bud on top of a arm like this. Literally, this is the spinal cord, and this is the reptilian brain right here, right down. You remember if somebody has to be given, how do you say, if somebody is hung to death, you tie the rope here. Why they're not tying you with your hands, legs? Why only here?
Because the snap of the neck takes life away.
Why the snap of the neck?
Because nothing goes to the brain after that.
It goes to the brain after that.
Nothing goes to the brain if the neck gets snapped.
Thank
so
you.
Life goes out.
Artery passes through the neck.
Pardon?
There is an important artery which
Yes.
supplies blood to the brain, which passes through the neck.
Thank you. There's brain stem there.
Yeah.
The brain stem, a little part of the brain stem, this is here. And this part, the neck is here. And there's a small bud over here, right over here. You guys get that? Yes, no? Now, if
Yes.
And this brain is all about doing functions for your survival, along with blood vessels, this, that, everything. But if I snap that, I'm not hanging you by ears. I'm not hanging you by your head. I'm not hanging you like this, but I'm hanging you by your neck. Because in that area, essentially, we have got the reptilian brain, which is constantly looking at, will I live? Will I die? Because the person can die if that part of the brain is injured. You get that now? We'll actually die. So the brain stem is right there, and the brain stem is like an alarm story. So imagine there is danger in front of you. Okay? And what kind of danger is coming in front of you? It could be your exams. It could be standing on a stage and talking. It could be that boss of yours who's constantly doing kuru, 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 kuru. You walk in and the boss starts. Oh my God, you haven't done this. You didn't do this. You should have done this. I don't like you. He doesn't say that, but you feel he doesn't like you. Or it doesn't have to be a boss if you don't go out to work. Your maid comes and picks your head. And you feel, oh my God, how will I survive without her? A lot of people went through a pandemic in India. Great. So fear is felt at that time. How will I manage the situation? How will I will die, something will happen. That fear is standing in front of you in form of your little child. Something will happen to him. That fear is standing in front of you in form of your husband, who is not even saying anything to you. His body language is stiff. I spoke about the stiff language 2 days back. The body language is like this. Is this safe? Do you feel safe when I talk to you like this? Yes, no? Okay. Now I'm slowly bringing my shoulders back and giving you, is this safe?
So does this indicate that your shoulders are tensed?
Yes. And
So,
shoulders are tense because you are fearful or you're constantly looking at something not being safe.
So you said that if your husband is safe, I mean, husband is like this, I will feel fear. So why is
Yes.
that?
Thank you so much, Hiraz, for that question. And I'm just going to go through that. So I'm just going to bring a PowerPoint back. Actually, let me get the whiteboard. Sorry, guys, for my decoration that I'm going to be doing right now, but I'm sure you'll understand. And Supreme, please don't laugh. So I have this as a head, and this is my back, and this is probably my hand. It's a little too much, but he can. This is my arm, and this is my body. And I'm sitting on the chair right now and talking to you. And that's my eyes, that's my nose, and that's my lips. Hey, I managed. Maybe I should draw 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you got my picture, right? Now, when you're looking at this picture, I've drawn it for a purpose. I want you to now look at 3 areas of our body. How many areas? 3 areas of your body and anyone's body. First area is this back area. This back area is called the dorsal area. What is it called? Say it loudly so that you remember. Back area is called the
Dorsal.
Dorsal area. Very nice. Thank you so much for Caroline for that. And the second one is right in the front, which is called the ventral area. Front area. Okay. So in simple language, the back area, the front area. The back area is called the dorsal area. The front area is called the ventral area. If you can't remember the names, just remember back and front. And this third one would be somewhere in between. So I'm just going to get another color that looks different and somewhere in between. Okay, have you got this first? Yes, no? Okay. I'm presuming everybody's got my beautiful picture. The dorsal area at the back, which is connected with my brain stem, picks up something is not safe. That's the function of it. And in the olden times, when someone died, how did their body become? Or even today, how does the body become? Stiff, or is it loose and comfortable?
Rigor mortis happens.
Yes. And so because of that, what happens?
The body becomes completely stiff.
Can I get you in the picture? Can you tell me who's speaking? Veena? Thank you. So the body becomes stiff. And
Yeah.
do we look at a body and say, that's safe? Do you want to be stiff like the babe, like that body?
No,
Thank you so much. So if I go like this, is it safe?
no.
Your mind says I'm dead.
Mm.
Your mind is
Yes.
giving me an alarm. Dead, 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 dead. Don't go, dead, dead, dead. Boot, 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 boot.
Mm.
Shiraz, you got the answer? Our, not just our body language, our face. Let's say our face become like this. This is not safe. Just our body language. We are talking with our body, guys. We are not just talking with our mouth. We are talking with our body. You will never find. Just try for a minute, guys. Let's do an experiment. Just try. Okay? Try being fearful. Try picking up the biggest fear that you have and try feeling that fear in your body. What happens to you if I put you in that fear? If I put you on that stage or somewhere where you don't want to go, what is happening to you? Oh my God, what's happening? Check what happens when you're feeling fear.
You kind of freeze and your body becomes stiff.
Ha ha ha! What happens? Your body becomes
Stiff, stiff.
like a dead body.
Mm. Very true.
You become stiff
Yeah.
because you do not know what to do.
You kind of freeze.
Yes, you freeze. And that is also called immobilization. I cannot be mobile anymore. I cannot move anymore. I will stand like a tree over there. I will stand like a dead duck over there. I will not move. I cannot fight. I cannot move. And that's the place where you are frozen. And how do we come to know that the person is frozen? As they told us?
From the body language.
Now, the body language speaks. We often feel we are the only ones speaking. Is the mouth the only part that's speaking? My hands are speaking all the time. My body is speaking all the time. My eyes are speaking. My facial expressions are speaking. So be very careful, guys. When you are fearful and your child who's little baby or a big person looks
Can
at
see
you,
it. Yeah.
do they
Even
really?
a small child can sense it.
Shabash, Bina. Even a small child can sense that fear. Why? If I was to pick up this baby, this beautiful baby.
So the dogs also can. Animals
Yes.
can.
Yes. If I pick up this baby and I say, la, 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 with love. But if I say, try do sleeping, my dog got up actually. She was sleeping over here thinking I'm like hyperventilating. Okay. So I want you to just become aware that our body and other people's body is doing something in our body. Got it? If you see someone getting stiff, you see someone, the expression like this. Is this safe? Okay, I'm going to show you some body languages. Tell me if it's safe or not.
No,
Not safe.
no, not safe.
Safe.
Kind of half safe.
Mhm.
Safe.
Okay?
No, not safe.
Not safe.
Definitely not safe.
Not safe.
Oh, Jesus, no, not safe.
Crying is also not safe.
Not at all.
My dog again got up. I can't do that anymore. She's going to get scared. So, do you get that my body language, Aja bacha, my body language is triggering something in my animal just now, and she's actually got up to check if I'm safe.
So sweet.
Yes, I'll show you where she is.
Luna.
Yes, she's right there.
Oh,
She was sitting down and she's got up to make sure that I'm safe. So your body language is talking. Your body language has importance. And if you are feeling that fear, it's not just your mind feeling it. It's your whole body physiology feeling. And the whole body is feeling a rush of cortisol. Why? Because cortisol is a hormone that's going to make you feel safe. That hormone is going to kickstart. It's an emergency hormone. So what's it going to do? It's like kicking on the accelerator for you to get out of immobilization. I can't move. To, hey, you can get up and go out. You can go and fight. And if you don't, then you're immobilized. Now think, we tell our children, don't insult elders. And if their body language is not safe for your child and you're saying you must listen to this authority, what is the child going to undergo? Think, guys.
He will get angry on the parents. First of all, those who are giving him this belief that you should not speak to elders like this or whatever XYZ. But I suppose I say my child about this thing कि बड़े भाई साहब से ऐसे बात नहीं करना कि ऐसे नहीं कर बड़ों से ऐसे बात नहीं करना चाहिए. He gets so wild on me and irritated कि he says मम्मा आप ये बात बोलते हो पर वो लोग क्या बोलते हैं वो नहीं समझ में आता है आपको.
Stop right there. How people are saying things are not safe for your son. I want you to understand that. How people are saying things is not safe for him. And he's coming to a safe person like you to tell you, Mom, what they're saying is not okay with me. I don't feel safe. But you are telling them they are elders and you must treat them with respect. Whereas the child is not feeling safe. Is that child ever going to learn to respect the elder person like
no,
this?
Not at all.
Not
No,
at all. In
not
fact,
at all.
you forcing him is going to make even you unsafe.
Yes. Yes, even I become unsafe due to that thing.
Absolutely.
Because the oils I will miss my child. एक को तो मिस करना है पर बच्चे को तो हम मिस नहीं कर सकते ना. फैमिली अपार्ट हो जाओ पर बच्चा तो मेरे को मेरे पास में ही चाहिए. That is the thing.
Thank you so much. I want you to now get it that we think we didn't say anything. कई बार कहते हैं हम लोग मैंने तो कुछ कहा ही नहीं था. Then why did that person feel like this? But if constantly when your child is coming to you and you are stressed out because of your work, your back of the child is the dorsal area of the child. The dorsal vagal nerve which is there is picking up and saying, not safe, dangerous. And then you are finding that your child is not coming close to you. आपका डर आपके बच्चे को आपसे दूर किए हुए है. सोच लीजिए. जन्म समझा करो. So I want you to think, does that mean if I relax my body language, everything will be fine? Yes. Does that mean meditation will help me? Obviously. What are you doing in meditation? Not just closing your eyes. But they say relax your feet, relax your legs, relax your back, relax your face. What are these commands for? And you actually feel the stress moving out. So everybody's followed what is the dorsal area? Your body language. Very good. You saw how I looked, that created stress. Now how I talk can create stress. Let me explain that to you. And you will tell me which voice, which sound that I'm making is safe, which sound I'm making is not safe. Is that clear? Veena, you're looking very pretty today.
I cannot say.
Not safe, right?
I can see through that.
See how it has not been safe for so many of us when people have said that to us. And also the way I said it. Let's say, and for a minute, I'm going to take off my camera because I don't want you to see me. Is that okay? Just for a minute, as an
Okay.
experiment, you're just going to hear my sound of my voice, of what tonality I'm using. Okay. So Supreme, just deal with it for 2 seconds, 2 minutes. You will not see me. Okay. We are going on a blackout. You can only hear me. Bachao, 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 bachao,
You're laughing. You're laughing.
bachao, please, bachao. Is it safe, unsafe?
Unsafe.
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 Thank you. My dog again got up.
Poor dog.
Poor dog of mine. She's being the experimental Baba today. Okay.
If you are in
Second
trouble,
sound.
why
Yes.
should I feel unsafe? If you are in trouble, you need my help,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Thinking, bachao, bachao.
Yes.
So then
Yes.
why should I feel unsafe? I mean, I should be there to help you.
Yeah, that's how our logical mind says, because you have seen the other person unsafe, you want to go and save. But when you're trying to save the person, you are also not in an absolute great place. You're not being trained for that, to rescue people. Have you gone through training of rescuing people?
Oh,
Thank you. Okay, let's go further with the second sound. La 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 la.
Safe.
Very good. I really, really care about you. I wish I could go everywhere with you.
Safe.
Okay. I'm going to speak in Hindi. Some of you don't understand it, but that would be fun because I just want you to now hear my tone of the voice. प्यार ऐसे होता है कि दो लोगों के बीच में थोड़ी सी भी हवा ना हो, बिल्कुल एक साथ चिपक के रहे, ऐसे कि ना हवा भी हमें दूर न कर सके, मजा आ जाए. Safe, unsafe?
Unsafe.
Now we realize that it's not just the sound, but our experiences of the past, of what is being said, that will also motivate us to understand whether it is safe or it is unsafe. So let's sum it up. When we are not feeling safe, our body becomes stiff like a dead body. Our body, our neck, our face, everything becomes stiff like as if we are dead inside. Can we get that first? Something has just got immobilized. People sit in that immobilized place for many, many, many years. They cut off their relationship with people because they don't feel safe. Now, for last 2 years, we've been packed up in our houses and locked in our houses. So many of us probably are not feeling safe going out and meeting people. We are having what is called social anxiety. What is that? Not feeling safe because we were told and given instructions that the virus is not inside your house. If you wear the mask, the virus understands the mask. If you go out and a person is wearing a mask, even if he's wearing it here, he is safe. But without mask, the person is not safe.
Tanni onume.
So now how you're going to look at everything will change. You're getting it? How you will hear everything will change. How you feel about it will change. And what you're feeling is that it's probably not safe. I think all of you got the whole idea that it's about not feeling safe. Fear is about not feeling safe. Okay? How many of you want to fall from a mountain, fall from a job, fall from respect, fall in love? Everything is not considered safe. Look at the words. I fell in love. I fell off from the respect ladder. I fell off my job. I fell, I fall. Even the sound of me falling creates a fear in you. Okay, let's do an experiment again. And this is something that I picked up from one of the talks of Sister Shivani, and I loved what she said. So I'm just quoting it back to you. She says, imagine someone sitting in a chair like this and saying, oh my God, I'll fall. Oh my God, I'll fall. Dina, please save me. Rhoda, save me. No, I will fall, man. Please, Shiraz, save me. I'm going to fall. I know I'm going to fall. Please save me. No, save me. Save me, Parul. You wanted
You're
to
fine.
say help.
You're
Please.
fine, Anu. Don't say that. You're fine, you know. Take it easy.
I can feel it inside.
No.
I'm going to fall. I'm going to fall.
I'll hold you. Don't worry. Don't fall.
Thank you so much, Rhoda. The minute you say, I will hold you, we are validating the other person's fear. And we are allowing them to be in that place for a longer time. Because now they got the attention that they wanted. Got it? And if our prominent thoughts are all about, I will fall, something horrible will happen to me. Now it's not just something horrible will happen to me. My child will fall. My mother will fall. My mother will fall unwell. My father will fall away from this life. And I will fall in love. Oh my God, that's horrible. See, all of us who fell in love and then got married are still regretting it. And if we are not married, we are regretting it. We are searching for a soulmate. We are searching for something we can't see. Why? Because there's a fear, and fear is that everything has to be perfect. And we have to fit in, and we have to pass, and we have to show people that we are the best. I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best. Ta-ta-ta-da! Imagine 50 children are running in the race. All mother and fathers are looking at them. Go, go, go. Very good. Go, 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 go. And the child is beginning to run, looking behind. Go, go, go. And the child topples. Language, body language, scene. Child says, not safe. I have failed. But all the parents want all the children to become doctors, to become engineers, to become someone that they have never asked the child, do you really want to become? We haven't even become human beings properly. We are going to go and do this amazing stuff out there. I hope you're getting my point here. That was the fall. I also showed you about the sounds, how sounds can create, and I'm not going to create any more sounds before my dog will again go into the non-safe zone. So I'm going to, so one of the biggest tips for all of you today. Dar lage to gana ga, dar lage to gana ga. Literally, this is a very good thing. You're scared, distract yourself. You need to know how to then breathe. You can't get rid of fear. And why is that? Should you get rid of fear?
We should fight with fear.
Aha, very good. How will you fight with fear?
Yes. फियर को पास में ही मत आने दो ना. फियर को पास में आने देंगे तो फाइट ही नहीं कर पाएंगे. फाइट करना है तो फियर को पहले ही दूध भगा.
Thank you, Manjushri, but the fear is part of us, and fear is there to protect us from danger.
Yes, you are right. But
And
मैं
if I had,
छोटी से बड़ी हो गई हूँ, मैं फियर से चलती हुई आगे बढ़ रही हूँ,
yes,
इसलिए अब मेरे को फियर से दूर रहना है.
okay. How about picking up the fear, looking at it and say, accepting I feel this is not okay for me. First step. What's the first step you're going to say? Accept that you're fearful of something. And then understand that I can't, it's like a passenger which is sitting with you always. It is required, otherwise your body will never know what is dangerous and what is not dangerous. It will never know. And it is a mechanism, it's an alarm that's fitting in our body. The problem is, and I will show you what the problem is. Let's go here to the slide. Can you see this brain over here? It's called the amygdala. Okay. And the amygdala is there for survival. And I will show you with my hand how it looks. And I did show you 2 days back also. All of you take your hand like this, please. Put this thumb here. And now close your fists. That's your brainstem. That's a front part, frontal, this part, front part. So if some danger is coming and your body starts getting fearful, they will be what we call amygdala hijack. This frontal part can't take decisions anymore when you're fearful. It gets scared, it can't take any decision. All it can do is run or fight or not do anything. Immobile, body language stiff. Got it? So I'm repeating again. Fear comes from front. It can be in the form of a truck coming in front of a little child. Or you standing on a stage where everybody's looking at you like this. Sorry, I made my eyes like that so you'll understand. Everybody's looking at you. Attention you're getting, and that's not safe. Attention, this struggle over there, there is a change that's happening. There's something that you need to move past. You know you will die if the truck is coming from front. If you don't move in time, you know you can die. And you're not able to move. Does that happen at times? You know you have to go and save that child. You saw your child standing at the end of the swimming pool. He's almost going to fall. You know you have to get up and stop him, but you can't move. You become immobilized because you are feeling the fear. You can't fight. You can't run. You can't do anything. It's because this part, which was going to make a decision and going to direct your body, is not caught, hijacked, and this part is off fuse. And this part alone is the emotional brain. Can't do anything other than show emotions. So it's freezing. Most of the times we are procrastinating because we are not like this. We are darwaza band ho gaya. Shutter is up. Has everybody understood this? Yeah. So when our amygdala, which is the emotional brain, is sitting here and buzzing away and saying, not safe, not safe, not safe, not safe, you are not going to be able to take any action, and it's going to just, because all it is saying is, I need to survive. Now let's bring the slide back again. It's a very essential, important slide. So a lot of things come in our life, a lot of challenges come in our life. And challenges in our life have come to teach us something. The minute we learn how to cope up with that challenge, we go from first class to the second class. The challenge increases. Then in the second grade, we are sitting down writing all our exams. We pass and we go to the third class. What are we doing? Now the challenge that was there in the first grade feels like it's no big deal. Once you've had your first child, and had gone through labor pains, you go and make a second child. And sometimes that's what you wanted despite all the pain. What's really happening? The challenge that was before has already given you a learning. So when we are only in survival and we cannot think, oh my God, is it a good challenge or a bad challenge? A difficult challenge or a easy challenge? Is it a bad risk or a good risk? That is when we become immobile. That is when our body is only in the state of survival and nothing beyond that. Let's go to the next one. 4 very important triggers for fear are: I don't know what is going to happen. Uncertainty. So I'm going to sing a song for this. Kal kya hoga kisko pata? Abhi zindagi ka le lo maza. The problem is we don't do that. The minute we feel we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, we don't want to do it. We want someone to come and say, when you will leave your husband forever, or when you will take care of your child forever, he will become a doctor, he will take care of you. You know, we are looking at the ultimate outcome and freezing constantly. We are looking at uncertainty. We want God to come down on this earth and say, I've heard so many people saying to me, oh, I want to get married to that guy. Okay, fine, get married. No, but how can I assure myself I will be happy after marriage? How can I want to open a business, but how can you give me a surety I will not lose all this money that I'm going to put in the business? What's that about? Even if God came and stood there and told you, you're going to be a millionaire, billionaire, you don't do it because uncertainty takes over and you cannot take care of it. It's the biggest trigger. Second, if someone is giving you so much of attention, like all of you are sitting over here, you're all giving me attention. Can that scare people? Okay, can that scare people? Can attention scare you? Maybe
Yes,
not
it
for
can.
Rhoda. Maybe
Yes,
not for
It
Rhoda.
can.
It can.
It can.
It can. Thank you so much. So that child standing on the stage isn't used to that attention. And suddenly everybody gives that person attention. On the day of your marriage, you're wearing this beautiful lehenga and standing there and everybody's giving you attention. Suddenly you're the prime minister of that place and everybody's giving you attention. Is that fun or is it scary? Or is it both?
Fun.
Yes, Beena ji. Yes, Beena.
Fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
Oh, it's fun.
It's fun, right?
Nice to get
Yeah.
attention, no?
Of course. But that's how you are. It's nice to get attention from one person, Rhoda. But if you get attention, which is negative, and attention can be positive as well as negative.
Negative is no fun.
Negative is no fun. So attention by itself becomes positive or negative depending on whether people will support you or not support you. Again, body languages will come in play. Let's say a girl is being dragged on the road and by her hair, she's getting attention. She's being thrashed and people are just standing there stiff like immobile. Will that bring about fear or will that bring about? How many of us don't want to wash our dirty linen in public because we think that's going to give us attention, to our family, to all those things that we don't want them to give attention to? Yes, Beena ji, you had something to ask.
No, that's
Thank you.
no.
The third part is change. None of us like change. If we liked change, we wouldn't create a routine. We tell our child every day you must get up at 7 o'clock. We don't tell him one day 5, one day 2, one day. Discipline wouldn't come in. We try to give ourselves timing and brackets and say, oh, and then we don't equip ourselves for changes because we are trying to become stable. We are trying to settle down like trees. Reality is you only settle down when you die. Before that, you should always be alive, always have adventure, always have a change going. so that you can learn and enjoy yourself. But change, oh my God, now it's winter. Oh my God, now it's pandemic. Oh my God, now the weather is not okay. We have so much to complain. Small, subtle changes. Even changes where we can equip ourselves with the coat or something. We are going on, oh my God, changes, I get change. The only change people like is when they go around, Baba, change de dena. Baba, change de de Baba. Baba, change. तेरे को तो पता होगा बीना कैसा चेंज देता है. रोडा, change दे दे change. रोडा मेरे को change दे रहा है. So I hope you've got what I'm trying to say. It's not something that someone else can give you. It's not something your therapist can give you. It's not something your child can give you. A change is anyway happening. I mean, the earth is not stable. The earth is moving. It's stable, but it's moving. It's rotating. You are rotating. And yet you are thinking that you're settled and everything is okay because you are in a routine. So when the routine gets disturbed, we get very disturbed. We don't like our routine getting disturbed. And any routine, like so much of money that I want to have, that standard of living, that's the way I dress. It can be simple things, that food. I've seen so many of us Indians going outside the country and can't adjust to the change of the chai that you get there, the tea that you get there, the food that you get outside. And after a few days, I find pickle bottle coming up and somewhere somebody will say, oh, rompa nalark na, ekdam, very tasty, kinna changa hega. Now, I'm trying to ask you guys, change is consistent and constant, and yet any change brings about a fear. Change from going from no technology to technology, change from getting off the technology, change of meeting new people. These are all changes. How will life change if we accepted the change? Then I wouldn't have to go and ask Rhoda, Rhoda, change de na. Rhoda, please de de. Okay, so I want you to look at this. And the last one is struggle, which is really, really important. We like to be comfortable. We like to be comfortable. We do everything to be comfortable. I did not become Bill Gates because I'd rather get up at 10 o'clock, crib about it, and not do so many things that Bill Gates did. I cannot become Sachin Tendulkar because I didn't bring up anything by just talking and saying, I want to. If I do it, I might fall. Fear of losing, fear of rejection, fear of unknown. Everything comes up and we struggle because we want everything to be at ease. In fact, disease is the biggest story of not being at ease. That fear that, oh my God, my life is not as comfortable as it should be. We want to sit in the car with our seat belt put nicely. Any jerks, we still have the seat belt, we will not die. And we want to sit comfortably. No challenge. No challenge means very boring life. You don't want to do anything. You do for me. Therapist will do for you, get set up will do for you, but मैं कुछ नहीं करेगा. मैं इधर ही बैठेगा. क्योंकि मैं इससे उठ जाएगा तो मैं गिर जाएगा. I don't want to fall. So I will just sit here and tell you I want to do so many things. But that's not how you guys are. You guys have taken steps to even reach here. You did something constructive to reach here. When you reach here, then you start thinking and then you start revising in your head. So what is it that we have to accept? When we say we will fight fear, what are we saying? We will not let uncertainty happen in our life. Is that possible?
It's not possible.
Not possible. So what can we learn from uncertainty?
That's a part of life.
Very good. That's part of life. What's the big deal?
Yeah.
If I remove that, you will never have an adventure. There would be no inventions.
Yes.
If there was no uncertainty during the pandemic, Get Set Up would not be there.
Correct.
Uncertainty creates a need, and the need creates invention. So fear
Very
is a
true.
seat of invention.
Yeah.
Attention. We always want positive attention, but how do we know that we are going to get positive or negative attention? Today I picked up a new topic and I'm talking to you guys. I could get negative attention. I could get positive attention. Well, what are we looking for? Always positive attention. But there are times when we get negative attention. All the film stars go through it, politicians go through it. We sit in the backseat. People who are in mainstream, who are used to that attention, are also used to getting burnt. They're also used to successes and they're used to their failures. They do not sit back at home and say, oh, मेरे को negative attention मिला आज के बाद मैं बाहर जाएगा ही नहीं. आज के बाद I will not ask for change from Rhoda. They will consistently ask for change. They will consistently ask for attention because they know that this is part of life. And change, so much is written about change. Look at the word, the change has got age in it. The change has got age in it. We are constantly in a box where we are saying, ye change ho gaya, you're with the milestone. Ye change ho gaya, you're with the milestone. Ye change ho gaya, you're the milestone. But really what we are saying is that we want the change to be in a box, not out of the box. I've constantly spoken about be out of the box and you will accept the change much better. The last bit, I don't want to struggle. I have to be always in a comfort zone, needs to change forever, ever and ever. So what are the 4 factors, guys? Let's say it together. What are the 4 factors? Uncertainty. Let's bring back the slide so that you can take it.
Change. Yeah. Uncertainty, change. You already put it.
Attention.
And struggle.
Yes. So 4 things that make us jittery, 4 things that make us feel, oh, I can't do it. Change, uncertainty, I really can't do it. Struggle, no, I just want to sit down here like this, comfortable. Mama Godi. Go back to the time when your mom sent you to school for the first time.
Yeah.
How much struggle did she go through before you settled in the school? And you want to settle down in 2 minutes and you will let that fear walk all over you. Now, when we tell this to someone, they think, oh my God, they've done something wrong. How about, and they feel shame that they couldn't hold their fear. How about together, we have last 5 minutes, how about together we say today, fear is normal. Fear is going to get good things in my life. I have to accept that life is uncertain. Changes will keep happening. There will be times when I'll get good attention. There will be times when I will not get good attention. And life will have its own comfort zones and struggles.
Yes.
Just hold your heart. See if your heart can feel that. That your growth happened because of these 4 factors. In certainty, we never grew. When we always got only positive attention, we didn't grow. Our parents gave us enough positive attention. And that positive attention is what we are seeking for validation from people. मैं ठीक हूं ना? Like that. And that doesn't make us grow. My struggles make me the biggest hero in my own. Whenever I'm struggling, I say, I will come out of this like a hero. And I do. And I'm not comfortable, and my body says it's time for change. When your body feels fear, tell yourself it's time to kickstart something new. Because right now, your brain has got hijacked. And there is no sensibility in what you're doing. Got that? Okay, any questions? Any questions? Okay, so we look today how we can change our perception around fear. Did we learn to overcome fear? Not really completely. We learned to understand what is fear and what does fear really mean and what does it have down at a very deep level. It has got four major things, and that is attention, struggle. Which were the other two? Change, which is the last one.
Uncertainty.
Very
Uncertainty.
good, Manjushri. So proud of you. So these four things are part of life. Do we have to overcome them? Do we have to overcome them or do we have to learn from them?
You have to learn from them.
Learn from them.
Shabash. So do we have to throw away fear or we have to learn? Our fear is our biggest teacher. It's a
We
guru.
have to learn from them.
Yes, Manjushri. Every time we learn from our fear, that fear disappears. Because now fear has become our guru, which is going to tell us this is where we are not feeling safe. How can we create safety over there is the answer to the whole riddle. And then how can we live our life thoroughly after that? If you don't like doing bungee jumping, it's because it's uncertain. I don't know what kind of attention you will get. You become aware there is a struggle. It's not in your comfort zone. You've not done bungee jumping every day. And it's uncertain. Now, when you have these things going on in your head and you allow yourself to breathe, everything changes. Okay, any questions, guys? Yes, Beena. Okay, so let's come to the last slides. Please do click on explore button to find other classes which you will enjoy. I will be meeting you tomorrow at 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock again with various different forms of art. I've asked for sand healing in the evening, where it would be great if you can get any kind of sand. It can be from the beach. It can be kinesthetic sand, which is available on the Amazon. You can go to a craft shop and ask them for a sand. You can go to this fish market and ask them, the fish tanks, and ask them for the sand. If you don't have any of this, pick up atta or maida and keep the flour ready for you, one kilo of it. We can use that as sand. Got it? The whole idea is to do sand play tomorrow in the evening. And in the morning, I'm going to teach you how we are in a box. So I want you to get a cardboard box, a ruler, a pencil, and let's see if we can create something really interesting as our box. Okay, that's what we are doing tomorrow at 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock. Please check your email and you will be getting a feedback form. I would be really, really happy if you can fill up the feedback and send it to me. It's great attention. Some of the feedbacks are great. Some tell me where I need to navigate. And that's always a very good navigation system for me. Please share your experience in #GetSetUp @GetSetUp. And if you have a GetSetUp story for yourself, please share it on social at getsetup.io. If you feel you have the talent and you want to really go out there, get out of your driver's seat with the, with the safety belt and do something new out of the box, just write to help at GetSetUp that what is it that you would like to teach and where you would like to become an ambassador. And we would love to see you exploring yourself, empowering yourself, and we'll stand by you, making sure that you're able to do what you really have in your mind. So thank you, everybody. I love bringing this session to you. It was a little less interactive is how I felt today, to be really honest, if I was looking at it, but I really wanted to get this idea to you.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day. Bye-bye.